Hi, my name's Erica Gwen. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a level 3 stylist at Hair Lab, which is a Summit salon in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. I'm a Redken specialist and hair color authority. I'm going to be a Redken certified hair salon in April as well. Not only do I love color, I'm an extension specialist and lead at my salon. And I'm also a dog mom to my mini Dotson Moo, and I love traveling around the country and going to festivals. I love education. It's changed my life behind the chair, and I would love to share that experience with others. As a lead in my salon, I am also an in-salon educator and will be hiring an associate soon. Redken education has always been my favorite, and I would love to be a part of that community because Redken is the best. Me and Pivot Point Erica are going to show you a color retouch refresh service today. This is a foundational skill and service that gets overlooked and rushed through, so I'm going to show you the proper formulation and application. Let's head to the color bar and start formulating. Alright, so Erica is a natural level 6 and wants to go a little bit darker but doesn't want to see a lot of warmth. So in her zone 1, we're going to start with 5N color fusion and 10 volume. After we apply and set our timer, we're going to go back in with 06GN on dry hair. Let that sit for the full 20 minutes so that timing lines up and we can shampoo at the same time. So here I'm going to show you how I mix up my Zone 1 Formula 5N Color Fusion. Make sure that you always wear gloves whenever you're mixing and make sure to get everything in the bowl. Try not to drop any. We are going to be doing 1 ounce of color and 1 ounce of developer, with that ratio being 1:1. Alright, and then I'll show you how to mix this up and then we'll get started with applying. Getting to our application here. Alright, so I'm using the OG Color Retouch brush by Redken. This is the perfect length for doing a color retouch on that zone 1 because the bristles are exactly 1 inch long. Make sure that you clean up your guest here if she has any color on her face. Oops. And we're just going to outline these sections, all 4 of them around the head. Just be nice and careful and clean. So we've done all 4 quadrants now outlined, so now we're going to go in starting from the back. We're going to take nice thin sections going through and touching up that zone 1 area. Make sure that you take, like I said, very thin sections. Make sure that you are saturating both the front and the back of that section and try not to overlap onto that zone 2. As you can see here, she is all finished, nice and covered. So we're going to set our timer. Alright, so we set our timer for zone 1, and now we're going to mix up our zone 2 and 3 formula, 06GN, with processing solution 1:1, and I'll show you how to do a bottle application. Here's a little trick that I learned. Squeeze the bottle and cover the top before you mix. That way, whenever you take your finger off the top, it doesn't squirt out everywhere. And I decided to do some Redken energy before we got started doing the bottle application. Hope you enjoy. Alright, so starting the bottle application, we're going to be taking nice thin sections, thin enough to read a newspaper through. Put that bead of color right there at the root and then just squeegee it down. This ensures that you get everything nice and evenly saturated. Alright, then right here you can see that the section was just a little bit too big for me to put my hand around and do the squeegee. So we're just going to split that in half and then continue with putting that bead of color on and squeegeeing that down. And then you can just hop over to the next section. We're going to be using Color Extend Magnetics today to shampoo Miss Erica here. Make sure that when you are shampooing, you are sudsing up your shampoo before you put it on the hair. Today for Miss Pivot Point Erica, we're going to be using Acidic Bonding Moisture. We're going to use 2 pumps of that. Make sure that you put it nice and even through the hair and let that sit for 5 minutes. After the 5 minutes, we're going to spray her with the sealing spray, and that sits for 1 minute. We're going to be using the One United State to detangle Erica. It's my favorite detangler, mostly because it has heat protectant in it from the blow dryer. It detangles very nicely, and it helps her with frizz as well. We're going to add in some quick blowout. It smells super good, helps us blow dry faster, and has some extra heat protectant. Alright, so here's Erica's finished color. As you can see, she's nice and blended, although our formula for zone 1 was level 5, and zones 2 and 3 were level 6. The principles of hair color tell us that would just be a perfect blend. So I would like to see Erica back in 6 weeks for her color retouch refresh appointment. Since she's taking home my recommended hair care, she may not need the refresh in her next appointment. And what I'm going to recommend is Color Extend Magnetics. For 3 reasons. So first, it's sulfate free, so it helps your color last longer. Second, it's pH balanced to the hair's natural pH, which makes it super shiny. It magnetizes the color closer to the cuticle, so over time the color appears brighter. Alright, so Erica doesn't use a lot of heat on her hair, and she's also pretty low maintenance. So I'm also going to recommend her some One United. There's 3 reasons, again, why I recommend. 1, it adds some shine to your hair, helps shield against external aggressors, and it improves manageability of her hair. Thanks so much for spending your time with me today in the salon. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. Thank you for the consideration for me for being a Redken artist. I love Redken, and I know Redken loves me too. I'll see you guys no matter what for the hair color certification in April.